I'm going to bring this up a little bit higher. That's perfect focus. I think I did a little overboard with the oil in my hair. I washed it, and conditioned it. I wonder if anyone's going to come in. I just wrapped my hair. I didn't even flat iron it or anything. I'm trying to let my hair grow. It's growing already. It's growing already. How is everyone doing? Hi, Claude by Spree Gray. Hey, Dina. Hey, multi-talented Leo. How's everyone doing? I'm doing a check-in. Hey, Sharina. Hey, Ray. Hey, Elena. I'm just checking in to see how everyone is doing. Hey, Seven Cosmetics. Hey, 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 hey. I was giving a few people a chance to log in. I decided to do this at the very last minute, as you can see where I am. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, hey, Nunu. You guys, you guys, you guys. A few things. First things first, the class. I know that there have been people emailing me about that course. It's not a class, it's actually a real course. It's a course. And the course, people have been emailing me because I said the 19th. Now, hey Vanessa, hey y'all. The course is almost done, but however, so many people on the internet, it is hard for me to upload these videos because it's so many segments and it's taking forever. It's taking forever for me to edit, then move it over to the laptop. Then from the laptop, I got to upload it to the course site. And it is literally taking hours for some of these videos to upload. And I didn't anticipate that happening. So this will be releasing this week, you guys. Please be patient, but don't you worry because you have the whole course for an entire year. It's not like you got to be like here at 3 o'clock. No, once you are in the course, you can go in and out of that course for an entire year. You can't download it though, because then people will be spreading it all over the world. So, but you'll be able to get in and out for a whole year. So, hey, Sharia, Vanessa said, I got my nail table. You got your nail table. Wait, you got your nail table it up. Oh, okay, cool. So why did I come on live real quick? I want to tell you a story. I had a client. And before I start this, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just constantly trying to be a certain way, but I'm trying to give you all real life experience of real things that's happening and not fantasy social media world. Like this is real talk. That's what this channel is for. And I said, let me come on here and tell them this story because this is a very, 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 very recent story, right? This client did not like her nails. She came in. Y'all thought it was me. I know it wasn't me. So she came in and she sat down and I knew immediately just from looking. I'm sure some of you guys too can tell, you can automatically tell if a person went to a discount salon or not most of the time, right? So I looked at this person's nails instantly, just at a glance, while I'm setting up and doing everything. And I'm like, she didn't go to a discount salon. And I thought they looked decent from what I could see. And I said, yeah, so who do you normally go to? She was like, oh, well, my regular girl is not available right now, so I went to this other girl for the first and last time. I said, for the first, I said, what's wrong with them? And as I got to working on them, to me, they weren't that bad. I said, oh, they don't look that bad. But as I got to working on them and I was drilling and getting everything off, I always use my thumb as a filler to see what's going on. That's my third eye. And your thumb is your third eye in doing acrylic. And so I'm like, it wasn't right, you guys. And then it made me start looking at it. I'm like, the acrylic was not right. And I was like, well, what shape is it? I couldn't tell if the shape was square or coffin. And she wasn't able to describe it, but really I think the technician was trying to do coffin. And what happened was, because the acrylic was not correct, y'all, my hands are literally cracking from washing them so much. Sorry. Because the acrylic was not correct, you literally couldn't tell exactly what shape that technician was going for. You literally could not tell. You cannot tell. And she said that was the first and last time she was going home. So that's how she ended up in my chair. See, little, and the reason why I thought they look good at first glance is because of what I keep saying. A lot of technicians want to throw polish and a whole bunch of glitter and designs on top of work that's not correct. But even though that girl, I ended up doing her filling and I had to spend a little bit more time on her filling, and so I had to do more of a rebalance. A rebalance. I'll put a picture. I don't have a picture of the original nails because I was trying to move through the people, but I do have a picture of the set once I was done. So I had to basically do a rebalance. So that was a little bit more than a filling. And some people will say, well, won't you charge more money for that? I personally won't, because I know, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I'm advanced enough to know how to do it quickly. So I was able to still get her stuff done, rebalanced and shaped and looking good, and with design work in an hour and 25 minutes out the door. You get what I'm saying? Still. But it really was more of a rebalance than it was a fill-in, because this is what happens. I can't just fill in the top person, that top part of the nail around the cuticle, and send them out the door, because I'm not going to be able to shape it correctly. If the acrylic is not right, if it's not concave, if it's lumpy at the ends, it's going to be impossible for me to get a good crisp shape. And that's what I keep wanting to push home, that I don't care about designs, because you can think that you're fooling clients. You think you fooling clients by throwing more. I'm gonna give them some extra stones. Sometimes we all go through this. We know our work, it ain't the set you the most proud of, but you try to give them a little extra so they can not notice it. People will notice. And that girl said it was the first and last time that she's ever going to her. So I had to rebalance it, because I know how I want to send my people out the door for the price that I charge. And I just recently went up. So I have to make sure my work is on point. So I rebalanced her and I made sure that shaping was on point. And she was quiet. And I'm always nervous with new people, because I never know if I'm making them happy, because I had her watching a movie. And and at the end she was like, yeah, you brought these on together, honey. And I was like, really? I didn't know you know. She was like, yes. She was like, because they were not right. Da, da, da. She said, and this is what she said. I hope I'm not misquoting her. She said, I may not know about nails and stuff like that, but I just know that, you know, she put all these designs and stuff for me, but it just wasn't right. I just can't put my finger on it, but it just wasn't right. The person who can do better a good acrylic will always have a more steady clientele than the person who does good designs. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. And she gave me a really good tip. And she was like, I will be rebooking. And, you know, just ask me, when should I come back? When should I come back? Da, 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 da. That is so important, you guys. And that's why I am taking my time to make sure that this course is something that you can really use. I am saying that the course, I'm being very specific. This course is about laying acrylic. It does not go into all the stiletto and all that. Da, 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 da. It does show you how to lay on shaped nails, but I'm not going into anything but the importance of laying acrylic and understanding acrylic, because we're laying acrylic on nails that's not good. And the thing of it is, if you're a great designer, like I had a one-on-one class with somebody, her designs were awesome. She just needed help with acrylic. So imagine how her work and her brand and her clientele is going to explode, because she's already good at the designs. So once she lay in good acrylic with good designs, oh my God. If you're getting people now with okay acrylic and good designs, imagine how many more people you can get with good acrylic and good designs. It's so important. Everybody want to be a nail tech now. It's like the new trendy thing. Everybody want to be a damn nail tech. But I really am about people taking time out to learn the craft and learning how to lay some good acrylic. Because when the designs disappear, which they will disappear, believe it or not, y'all ain't, some of y'all, not all, some of y'all ain't been around long enough to see it yet. Designs go in trends and waves. When that stuff disappears, if you can't lay no acrylic, what you gonna do? So you got to be able to shift it up and be able to show good work, good overlays, good things like that, so you can still keep people in your chair strategically. Because designs is just hot right now. This is hot right now, I'm telling you. Okay. So I'll put the picture in the community board. Those that are used to getting their nails done know the difference in a good and bad set. True, right, exactly. She said, I don't do nails and all that, but I'm just saying it just wasn't right. And I don't know how this technician laid the acrylic, but the way it was laid, it was like the acrylic was thin up here, then it was kind of like humpy right here, then it dipped in down here. Then at the end, excuse me, I'm such a lady. And then I don't know why. I think it's my nerves. I get the belching on camera. But at the end of the nail, it was like a hump. So literally, it looked like she put on some eagle tip nails. The way she laid the acrylic made it look like eagle tip curved nails, and they weren't even curved nails. It was just the acrylic was just so unbalanced that it looked like curved nails. So I literally, what did I do when I had to lay the acrylic? I had to make sure where's my brush? When I was laying the acrylic, I had to make sure that I was not pulling too much of it off. What I was doing was more so feathering, grabbing a little more acrylic and making sure that I was feathering it to balance it. I had to make sure I was feathering it to even it out for all the dips and everything. I had to feather it and even it out. And then I had to go back in and just reshape it. Some people, the rebalancing would charge more. I don't, because it's something I could just do. I don't even think much about it. It's just my natural instinct to do that. I'm just going to pull them on in and reel that client on in. I'm just going to snap that client on up in my chair. That's all I'm going to do, honey. But she was in not doing an hour 25 minutes, designs and everything. So she was super happy, and I could tell by the tip that she was super happy. It's very important. Y'all don't even know all these groups. I'm watching people. Look at me. I just did my first set. It was a big thing in one of these Facebook groups. It was a big thing in one of these Facebook groups because this girl said, "This is my first time doing nails." And what do you all think? People clown this girl, and they even reposted her in other groups. I thought that was so mean. But the world ain't nice. It was just so, what I wanted to say, and I typed it and then I took it down, you guys, because I don't feel like going back and forth with people, because you can either listen to me or you don't, and I don't have time. Those Facebook groups, those girls are ignorant as hell, and I don't have time for that. But they are. I want to say, every new nail tech I see, they want to start out, they first sets be having all these designs on them. How did I do? I can't tell how you did. You put so many designs and rhinestones and glitter and foil, everything you had in your little box over there. You put it all on this. I can't see how your nails really look. You get what I'm saying? And they clown her so bad. And I just really am frustrated with these new nail techs wanting to skip over learning the foundation. Learning the foundation of what this is about, this craft. They want to skip to the design. I keep saying this over and over and over, but I can't tell you the importance of it. Like, literally, whoever that technician was, she could have snatched that client from her regular technician if she did a good job. Because she was a good paying client. She don't care. But since she didn't take time to lay that acrylic right, she moved to my chair and I got her. So I might have taken them from both of them. Get what I'm saying? That's the point. That is the point. That is the point. That's how you get a book of 300, 400, 500 clients and never have to worry. That's how you get it. But people think it's the designs. Designs are trendy and people want them sometimes. Sometimes they don't. Like, man, I wish people would get that. I'm going to keep saying that. I see so many lumpy, bumpy sets with all the types of glitter and colors. I'd be like, I know we start somewhere, but I wish we would start with foundation. That's what I'm saying. All these new nail techs, how did I do? This is my first set. And it'd be all these designs. And the designs, I don't even look at the design. I'll be like, that set is off. The shaping is off. It's lumpy. It's missing acrylic on the sides. It's stuff stuck up under the nail. It's terrible. You need to start from the beginning. How about that? You want the truth? Or you want me to just look at your designs? You want me to just look at your designs? Because designs don't mean shit in this business when we're paying clients who give you $60, $70, $80 a set. Or nails is popping off, or nails is lumpy. You know what I'm saying? They'll pay you. People got money. They will pay you. I could tell a person that set is, somebody might inbox me, can you do this? You know, they love to show us those Pinterest pictures. I'll be like, yeah, that's about $90, but I got to see in person. Okay, I'm a book now. Women spend money on beauty. They'll spend, but your work got to be worth it. Beyond the designs, like, it's got to be crisp. When they show you those pictures, they talking about the whole shebang. You might be able to, you might know how to do the design, but Can you make that design crisp? That's what really pulls the whole look together, for real. What pulls the whole look together is a smooth acrylic nail that makes sense for the person's finger. That's the other thing. Whoever put them darn tips on how I said they too small for her nail. People don't even know how to fit nails properly on people's fingers. Okay? Okay? And that's another thing that's gonna make the nails look weird. If they too little. If you don't have the right tip to go on a person's finger, don't sit up there and go a size smaller. You grab a size larger and you file the sides to fit. Takes all of 6 seconds to do that. And the tips were too little and the acrylic was lumpy. So I had to use my brush, and only because I'm advanced enough to know how to do it, I know how to lay my acrylic, and I made her nails look a little wider. I knew how to flood that acrylic out on the sides to build it. Basically like sculpt the shape back in there properly to her finger. And while creating, a better apex and a more even apex. That is the stuff, y'all, we want to be focused on as professional nail techs. The designs don't even matter. You don't even have to do designs. You're gonna still make just as much money as everybody else. I promise you. I'm gonna read some comments. Y'all, I had to go on a little rant here because that stuff like this is irking my soul because there's so many new nail techs coming out here skipping over learning how to lay acrylic. It's itching my soul. And y'all gonna give us a bad name. Y'all gonna give us a bad name if y'all keep doing that. Stop getting out here charging people all this money and you ain't really learn how to lay no acrylic. Learn how to lay some darn acrylic. If you don't know how to lay acrylic, keep practicing. If you don't know how to lay acrylic, don't charge like a professional. If you are not a professional who know what you're doing, stop charging like you're one. Because now what's going to happen is if this keep happening for a year, 2 years, 3 years, people are not going to respect us at all. They're going to all think that we're just trying to get over and charge all this money for nothing. And some of us actually know what we're doing and we're good and our work lasts. Everybody just want to jump in this because they think it's pretty and they can charge all this money. You cannot charge all this money if you don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm just saying, I'm on a rant, I ain't gonna lie. Because she did not like her nails. You must have missed something new. Yes, the esthetician Facebook groups are brutal. Also, yeah, these nail Facebook groups, I want to say something, but I'm like, it's a totally different beast from YouTube. They are ignorant as hell, a lot of them. And they can't be no full-time working nail techs, most of them, because they too busy on there arguing with people all day and cussing each other out all day. Y'all too busy arguing with each other. That's why you ain't got no business. I might go on there here and there in between the client, but I'm like, these girls got too much time on their hands. If they put as much energy into their own business and learning their craft and learning how to be a businesswoman, they wouldn't have time to be on here arguing about dumb stuff. But I digress. You said love the hat and glasses. Thank you so much. I just took my wrap down. So I said, okay, put the hat and glasses on so you won't look so ratchet. Hey, Maria. You can rewind it. Acrylic is life. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Ryan. Hi, Chicago. How are you? Are you still posting the class? Yes. So I was just saying earlier that the class is up. It's really up. You all just can't see it because I am still uploading all the videos. It is a course, you guys. It is not just one class. It is literally a course. When you come into this course, you have to take a pop quiz as soon as you come in. And then you have to do some exercises. You have to actually hit the complete button. You cannot go to the next part until you pass the class. Like, it's a course. It's literally a course. It's different, though. It's a different platform that I never work with. And so it's a bit challenging for me. And then my internet is way slower than normal because of the pandemic. It's so many people online. Things are taking much longer to upload. And some of these portions or these some of the sections in the course are 20 minutes long, just one section, and I have many sections that need to upload. So uploading a 20-minute video is taking some time. So if you have bought the class, you should be enrolled, and then it's new to me, but I think you should receive, I'll do an announcement, but you should receive an email saying that the class is live. I have not opened it up yet because it's not all uploaded yet. The class itself, I say, will probably be over an hour long from start to finish. You are so right. They can't be laying acrylic as much as they argue. Man, they be on there all day going off on each other. When I tell you, calling each other out their name and going back and forth, it's like, oh my God, these are not professional. These cannot be professional nail techs. These are just girls with some skill who are unprofessional. Do you ever travel and do classes? No, not yet. Okay, well, I already paid, so you will be ready. Yes. So it depends on how you pay too, and that's another thing. The people who prepay, who got the pre-sale price, you guys, when you bought the class wasn't even active, and so I might have to. I gotta call them actually after this, and I gotta see what I need to do because I was trying to manually add you all in the class. Have anyone received the email? Because I may have to go in and repurchase the class to connect you to the class. I can't explain it, but when you purchased it, it didn't exist. The people who bought the pre-sale. It didn't exist then. So I don't think you're necessarily connected to it. I manually put you in, but I don't know if it activated. So if you receive another email, don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. I think that's all I had to say today. Did you all listen to the case study? Joint custody. Case study number 9 is joint custody. It is a real case study. Let me tell you how I came about that case study. Yes, that is my voice talking like that, but it's a real case study. One of my real clients asked me my opinion. She said, what do you think about this? What's your opinion? And so I said, man, this should be a case study. And that really happened. And I'll tell you what happened. But that is a real case study. So from a real person that happened here in the Chicagoland area. So just let me know because I'm going to be coming on live soon to let you all know. Get your thoughts on it. And Cece, I think Cece wanted to come on live, but Cece may have COVID-19. Cece may have coronavirus. Because you know she also works in a hospital. So she may have corona. And we're going to see. She's waiting on her test to come back. So I don't know if she's going to feel good enough to come on camera. I talked to her last night and she did not sound good. Her husband is quarantined in the basement because he was the first one to get sick. So I think they may be infected over there at her house. We're going to see. Nico, I see that you purchased, it looks like you purchased the acrylic course. Yeah. So, man, you guys, I see you all on other people's channels and all that, and I see you all commenting all over the place, and I don't want to say anything. Oh, I'm praying for Cece. I'm going to call and check up on her. I hope they test come back negative, but I really think that it's going to come back positive because she working in a hospital, and her husband got sick. He been in the basement for 3-4 days, and now she not feeling good, and she didn't sound good. I'm pretty sure they're going to come back positive, and that's going to be a problem because she has babies. So she's going to have to quarantine herself from the babies. Oh, and one of her daughters, too. So the 3 of them, they're waiting on their test. But I don't think it's bad. Her husband, she said he's doing better. So you will see. You said somebody just booked an appointment. Okay. I purchased the course. You're excited. They're not protecting those healthcare workers like they should. Nope, they're sad. Yep. Ugh. Yeah. I'm praying for them too, but I'm calling to check up on them. But her mom is with them too, so that's fine. They're taken care of still, regardless. They're not protecting those healthcare. They're not. And I can't believe they opened the states back up. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But you know what it is, right? Y'all know what they saying, right? Y'all know what they saying, right? Basically, they're saying, without saying it and sounding abrupt, but this is the real raw deal. They're saying that they know that 2% or less of the people will die from this. And we've tried to get towards the bell curve, the highest point statistically, to try to control it as much as we can. But from an economical standpoint, we have to open back up the government, open back up the economy to avoid a collapse. We have to. We cannot support a total collapse. And so while we know that there are more deaths to come, we have to look out for the greater good of the entire group. And that is exactly what is being said without being said. They know that the numbers are going to spike and that more people are going to die, but they have to do it to keep the economy from crashing. It's sad, But that is exactly the thought process behind starting the opening up process. Georgia is opening up on Friday. Salons and all this and everything will be open pretty much back up in Georgia almost by Monday. And the other states will follow. They're going to let them see. And they had already planned this. They started talking about the beach. Then they went to Georgia. And they just going to move on up. And they're basically, y'all sit back and watch. Everything I say, y'all sit back and watch. Okay? Y'all call me a conspiracist, whatever. I'm just a critical thinker. And a critical thinker, I'm telling you, that's what they're saying without saying it. We know more people going to die. More people are going to die regardless. But we can't sit back and let the whole economy crash and then we all homeless and everybody homeless and it's a total, chaotic situation throughout the country. Because this percentage of people will die regardless if we stay open or closed. That is what it is. That's seriously, like, no joke, not being a conspiracist. That is the mindset of the government. They cannot afford a total collapse. They couldn't even afford to support the small businesses. You see that money was gone within 2 weeks. They promising all this unemployment money. I have not yet to see. I've seen about a few handful of people actually get some unemployment checks. They know people they cannot sustain it this long. They rather have people die than try to sustain this financially. They can't. They haven't thought it all the way out. They cannot afford it. They don't have a plan in place for it. They could, but they cannot increase the budget anymore. So this is the decision that has to be made. It's like, oh well, this is just the evolution of people, and this is what happens. So may God be with them. That's basically what it is. So, mm-hmm. So don't think I've forgotten about the course, you guys. I have not been getting sleep a lot of days trying to get all of this uploaded, edited, and uploaded. It's up. You are not going to see it because it's not in public mode yet. But because all the content is taking forever to get up there. It's a lot. And then I need to go through and make sure that everyone has access. And if you don't have access right away, do not worry because you will have the class for an entire year. So it's not like it's just this one day or it's just 2 days and stuff. You will have the class for an entire year. You can go in anytime and redo it as much as you want. Log in, log out. Da, da, da. What else do you all want a class on? Because my next class is going to be a dip class. How many of you all want to get into dip? Tori said exactly, no real plan in place. And the Obama administration had reached out to 45 and asked him. They were supposed to have a briefing and all of that to prepare them and brief them on what they had in place, and they I don't think they went through it. Like, they declined it. You get what I'm saying? So this right here, and let me say this one more thing too. I'm scared because is that the Spanish flu? I said it wrong on the last one, but the flu that happened back in the early 1900s that killed a lot of people. The first round killed, let's just say 20. The first round, let's say, killed 20,000 people, but there was a second influx. There was a second round of that because of what's happening right now, and it killed like 5 times more people. Look up the numbers. I think it's the Spanish flu, or is it the bird flu? I think it's the Spanish flu that happened here. Because what they're doing right now, the cases are probably going to be 3 and 4 times what they are right now. The Spanish flu. Look up the Spanish flu and look up when they said the second wave came around. The second wave killed 4 or 5 times more people. They're aware, but they have to save the economy. Prepare yourselves, people. Okay. No plan in place. Yep. Dip e-foul. I think you should do shaping. Okay, I have all this stuff on a board, but I'm like, what's the next one? So dip e-foul. Shaping. D&D kit dip. Yes, D&D is the best. Believe it or not. I tell you all that D&D and DNC, especially if you work with mostly acrylic nails, this right here is the best deal and the best bang for your buck, and it lasts if you know what you're doing. I would never be a person about OPI polish and gel all the time unless I worked on natural nails because it's so expensive. The OPI gel and polish, It's too expensive to be putting on acrylic. It really is. But this is worth the money. And the dip system is great. That's what I use. I told you I was using another system before and it was not acting right. And when I bought the D&D dip system, it's called Cosmos. If we're talking about the same thing, Cosmos, COSMO, that is the best. And it's cheap. Like here you can get it fairly cheap. Like it's cheaper than the other ones. That's what I'm going to say. And it's good. And my clients come back a month or so later, nails grown all the way out. Matter of fact, the people that I do that get dip powder, after doing the dip 2 or 3 times, I have to cut their nails down because their nails will be way out here somewhere off a dip. I like dip because when you go to remove it, it releases itself. And when it at first I didn't like it, I thought it was unsanitary. But um, yeah, if you clean in the person's hands and you haven't washed your hands before you start dipping, it's pretty safe. I haven't had any issues, and they don't have any open cuts. But that dip, it releases off the nails. And so if a person were trying to grow their nails out and they don't really want to wear tips, dip is a great suggestion. Dip is a very good suggestion because it will definitely grow the person's nails out. These are my dip colors I have so far. I have like 55 colors of dip. These are my dips. And every time I try to go, I always try to get more dip. Chrissy says she loved D&D. Yeah, praying for Cece and her family. Yeah, they waiting for that test to come back. So far it's her husband, and her daughter, one of her daughters. But the husband seems to be getting better, and she seems like she's just now starting to show symptoms. I hope I don't get it because I've been around Cece. I've been around her for extended periods of time. Can you show us how to properly use nippers on the cuticle? I'm terrified of them. I use cuticle bits, but but what? But I would like to know how to use nippers the right way. That's scary. Not scary. It's funny because it's scary because schools don't teach you any of this stuff. They just go over they really just graze over all this stuff. And that's the sad part. They graze over all this stuff. The thing that they push on you, oh, look at that. That's cool. The thing that they push on you is the book work. So I'm going to try to remember that. But that's going to probably come in like a video about the no chip. Because that's basically a manicure. And so I'll just talk about that. Because nippers, a lot of times with nippers, a lot of people are just, like, I'm going to say this. Sometimes it's a quick and simple, easy fix and just understanding what you're doing, right? So the young lady who came here and had the one-on-one with me, within a few minutes of her just pulling out her stuff and working with it, she had been working with her drill in the wrong direction the whole time. And she didn't know, you know? So sometimes it's just something as simple as that. Now with nippers, it's all about positioning and also about finding the right nippers that feel good in your hand. And you can't buy cheap nippers. You don't have to buy the most expensive, but you can buy cheap ones. And also, sometimes we keep our nippers way too long. And have some good nippers. And then also understanding jaw sizes and things like that. So maybe that'll be a course. Because you're right, nippers, there's a lot to it. You got to make sure it's a good handle, a good fit, the jaw size. You have 2 different types of clamps when it comes to, so you have this type of clamp right here. See that? That's a single spring. Single spring. These are the nippers I use just to pull off rhinestones. My junk ones. Got some junk nippers that you may throw out? Use them just to pull off rhinestones. Then I like to use a double spring nipper. This is a 14. A size 14 jaw. And that's another thing. We're talking about the jaw size. This is the jaw size right here. Right there. These feel good in my hand. I like a double spring because it gives me the resistance I need. Sometimes these with the single spring These are too loose for me sometimes. They don't give me that resistance I'm looking for. And I don't like working with big jaws. So I work with a 14 jaw. That's just me though. So don't say, well, Shecago said you got to use a 14 jaw. No, that's what feels good in my hand. I have a really big hand, and jaws go up really much larger than that, 14, 16, 18, whatever. I don't like a jaw that's too big. I personally always like a double spring clamp 14 jaw. So really it's a thing about finding the different jaws, and if you like a double clamp or a single clamp. See, there are so many little things about doing nails that these new nail techs are skipping over because they just want to do the. Do you know how to do? You know what you're doing? Do you even understand all the little things about doing nails? Y'all just want to do this shit. Like, really, that just, I'm telling you, that's really starting to get up under my soul because this is my first time doing nails, and all this glitter and stuff everywhere. Can't lay a darn nail to save their life. Get into it, honey. You say you want to do this, get into it and put in your work. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a video. What I'll probably maybe do is a premiere video. I have to write that down. You said they don't give a damn. They don't. They don't. They don't. Mona Victor, I have not updated your tracking information, but your items are in line to be shipped out. You should have your items within the next 7 days. Those are nice. The nippers. I got so many nippers. These are just some of them. Girl, I got so many nippers, but I do throw them away. See, people want to buy one set of nippers and keep them for 2 years. No. You got to be getting rid of, depending on how much you're doing them, doing nails, you got to be getting rid of nippers like I say every time the seasons change. every summer, spring, winter, fall, you need to be buying a new set. I like double spring. Yeah, I like double spring because I need some resistance. If they too loose, I feel like I don't have control. I need some resistance against me. Clamping around. And another thing is about position. It depends on what I'm doing. And I would probably, that's going to be an interesting one because it's going to be hard to film what I do. Because I can go around and nip a cuticle really, really fast. And it's all about the position. My hands are itching because they're cracking. It's all about the position of the nipper, you know. So I'm just going to use these. These are the ones I pull off. So when I'm right here on the side, I might lay the nipper flat to get a big chunk of skin. These are dull because they just for pulling off crystals. But when I'm in this area, I literally hold, see I'm holding the point straight up and down, and I'll go around real quick. When it just depends on where you are with the nippers. Sometimes you're going to be laying them flat, and sometimes you're going to be up like this to get up in there. So it's really a thing of just trial and error, and you have to probably practice on yourself so you're not chopping people up. See, you just taught me something right there. Jaw size, springs, etc., etc. They make that a separate class. Yeah, I said I might. It'll probably be a course, and that'll be going into the no chip manicure or the dip, because it is important. It's funny because as I got to talking about it, I'm like, wow, there is a lot to say about this, huh? I didn't think there was, but there is. It takes time. It takes experience. Everybody want to go into, I want to know ombre. I want to know all this stuff. I'm like, do you understand the science behind polymer? Do you know the polymerization process? Do you know what polymerization is? Do you know that when a nail finally cures, did you know that when you do a client, how many of you all knew this? When you do a client's nails, they're not even done yet. Did you know that? I'll be back. Did you know that when you do a client's nails, they're not even done? They're not even cured? How many of you all knew that? When you finish a person's full set, did you know that their nails are not even done? Oh, let's see. Did anybody know that? You're like, what is she talking about? When you finish a full set of nails, they are not cured. I don't care how much you put them up under the light. You can put them up under the light for 10 minutes straight. They're not cured yet. It takes about 24 hours for a nail to cure, because the polymerization process is a chain reaction that happens. It's a heat reaction that happens, and there are literally millions, thousands, million chain links that happen, the chain reaction. The monomer and the polymer literally has to link up. Link, 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 link. It has to link, 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 link. And the harder, the more it links, the polymerization process, the more it links, the harder it becomes. So the person's nail is the most vulnerable when you first do them. And that's why if it's cold outside, especially extremely cold, I tell people make sure you are not out there cleaning your car and bumping your nails in extreme cold weather, because they may break the hell off immediately because they're still linking. We got to take time to understand the science. How can you be a professional at something and you don't even know what you're talking about or what you're doing? You just know how to do it, but you don't even know why you're doing what you're doing. You don't know how to troubleshoot stuff because you don't even understand the science behind it. You get what I'm saying? We're seeing this right now with our president, just saying stuff off the cuff of his sleeve because he don't understand all the nuances and the little details behind it. He don't understand. So he's just throwing stuff off the cuff of his sleeve. That's what a lot of new nail techs doing, because they ain't taking time to understand their craft. That's how you're going to always get clients and keep them forever. And they're going to give you so many clients because you the ish. She know her stuff. She can pinpoint anything. She can diagnose, not diagnose, but she can identify stuff. She can send you to a doctor. She sent my girls to the doctor. She told me to take my mama to the doctor. She saved my mama life. You know, like, for real, do you know? This the stuff that's going to get you the clients. I don't worry about it. Okay. You should start a full online nail technician course. It takes time. It's a lot of work. Even this one about acrylic, I'm like, oh my goodness. It's more to come though. But the fact that I run this YouTube channel, this is a job in itself. Do my clients. I make products for people. Don't forget, I make my own products. Run the store. I design my own products. A lot of them are designed by me. It's a lot. It's a lot. Are there softeners for the cuticle instead of using the nippers? Well, yes. I like to use Blue Cross. I've been using Blue Cross forever. I don't use anything else. However, when you use cuticle softener, you push back the cuticles, it's going to kick up a whole bunch of stuff. Now, this is one thing I'm terrible at. I get the eponychium and the hypernychium mixed up. I want to say the eponychium, that true cuticle that grows from underneath there, that's going to push that up. And you can wipe it, but a lot of it, it's going to sometimes be a flap of skin that you're going to have to nip. You cannot get around nipping. You cannot be a nail technician and not want to nip people, ever. You can't. You could. I've seen places that say we don't use nippers. We don't. And people walk out there looking half done. You want a crisp job, sometimes you have to nip. You're going to have to get, that's something you have to move past. Oops, sorry. Hey, y'all excited? Finally called alive. Hey, Gina. Hey, Kimberly, I'm good. I'm real good, actually. You're going to have to get past that. Start cutting yourself. Start nipping your own cuticles. Nails by Deborah Lynn. Yes, ma'am. I just found out that the other day, but I wasn't sure if that was true. Deborah Lynn said she knew that. The time frame was a while, but I forgot how long. I forgot too. My book is right here, but it's a little dusty. But it's between 24 and 72 hours. The polymerization process takes. The chemistry of nails, he gets on my nerves. Who gets on your nerves? Me? Okay. Man, I had to come on here because I'm like, oh, here we go again. People think, oh, Trump. He crazy. Y'all, Trump is what we call, I don't go too deep into politics, but I will say this. Trump is a classic narcissist. An extreme narcissist. That's what it is. But some of the things he says, believe it or not, I understand what he's trying to get at. But he's so narcissistic and egotistical, he comes off like a jackass. But he's a narcissist, and some of this stuff is just him being a man. But some things I know what he's trying to say. But he's a narcissist. Will you upload your products on your website? Didn't see them, the scrubs. That's one thing I never did upload. The scrub. I've been making scrubs and butters and bath biscuits and all this stuff for over 15 years. Maybe, to be honest with you, I can't keep it in stock. When I say I can't keep it in stock, look. I make this much at a time. This is a big bucket. You see it's empty. I can't keep it in stock because when I put it up here for my clients, they buy it. It's gone within that week. And it's just, I'm overwhelmed sometimes, you guys. This is too much. Maybe what I'll do is a class on how you make your own. If you do nails, you should be selling scrub right along with the service. And using your own scrub within the service and then selling it, upselling them. What I will tell you is that if anyone needs liquid, one thing that I had to take down, oh my God, I had to refund so many people, Mia Secrets. Mia Secrets is not selling right now. I called Mia Secrets. I got on the phone with Mia Secrets. I had so many damn orders for Mia Secrets. Because y'all see me, y'all see Shecago beauty stores, but I keep telling you all, I sell on like so many different platforms. I sell on Winello, Amazon, eBay, Wish. I have stores all across like many platforms. And I have so many orders from Mia Secrets because I took it down on my website and I thought it would activate across and it did not. I had to do so many refunds. I got on the phone and said, oh my God, before I refund all these people, let me call Mia Secrets. They are not shipping anything. They shut their warehouse down. And so people were buying Mia Secrets from me like crazy. Like literally my phone was going off like every 15 minutes. I had to refund all the people like thousands of dollars. I'm like, no, I can't get it to you. I tried. But if anybody needs liquid, I do have liquid. EMA nail liquid. I know people looking for acrylic liquid because they can't get it right now. I have it. I have it. I do have liquid for sale. If anybody needs liquid, this is on the site. EMA. I only have 4 left though. I'm not going to get any more right now. I don't have time. But I can get it. But I can't get Mia Secret. They said they are not shipping. I'm in the process of figuring out whether I want to switch to powder only or just polish. I wanted to know your perspective on that. What do you mean powder only or just polish? What kind of polish? Like, what do you mean? What's your policy? What your policy only want? I'm confused. Hey, Queen. I like your page. Thanks. Real talk. Hey, what's the best gel? I like D&D. I'm not saying it's the best, but if you do acrylic, that's the most economical, and it works really well. Only thing about D&D and DNC, I keep saying this over and over and over. Their color selection is limited to me. They keep putting out new stuff, and I'm like, looks like the rest of it. So you will have to step outside of D&D and DNC if you want variety. But to build up the base of your collection, D&D and DNC is a great start, in my opinion, because it's cost effective. But after you get so many colors, you're going to start to feel like you got everything they got. That's what I want to learn to make. Yeah, scrubs and stuff are pretty easy. Yeah. I was so big into making, I had, when I had my big salon, I had display, I had, a front retail area, and I was selling so many scrubs. At first I started out with 4 ounces. Then people started asking for more, so I went to 8 ounces. Then they started asking for more, so I had 4, 8, and a 16 ounce. I had to start, and I still couldn't keep up. Then I was next door to a cigar shop, so I had to start making men's fragrances. It was like ridiculous. People would be calling up on the holidays, buying stuff over the phone, and we'd be creating gift baskets. Then I had like a booth at the flea market, and I had started making bath biscuits because I was making I call myself making bath bombs. But bath bombs are tricky to make because you dealing with baking soda and stuff, and they kept falling. And it was funny because every time I would make a batch, they would fall, and I'm like, they look like biscuits. And I started selling bath biscuits because they would literally fall down and look like biscuits. And I was selling bath biscuits like crazy. Like mine had rose petals and stuff like that inside, and dry hibiscus and orange peel and all that. Yes, yes, yes. I've made a lot of money off of my products over the years, so I do know a lot about it. Is the liquid fast or slow setting? I would say it's not slow setting. It's a faster, more advanced acrylic. Yeah. So colored acrylic or only polish? Colored acrylic. Glad you asked that, Mona Victor. Y'all already know how I feel about colored acrylic. All these new designs that's out now, everything's colored acrylic, right? Long nails and colored acrylic. You could do color acrylic, but see, y'all gotta think for the client. This is where our expertise comes in. You start putting everybody in color acrylic, you're gonna have a problem. Because that same person that want this design with all this color acrylic, they're gonna come back in 2 or 3 sets and want a set of white nails, especially right now. Because it's about to get hot, so now they're gonna start asking for lime, yellow, and white. And if you done set up there and put turquoise and pink color acrylic on them, now you're gonna be forcing a lot of people to soak out prematurely, and they ain't gonna want to soak out. They ain't gonna want to pay to soak out. So that's the problem I found with color acrylics. Color acrylics limit what you can do next. They look pretty at first, but when it comes to keeping them up and maintaining them, and they want to come out of that, now you're spending a lot of time trying to cover it. Now you're forcing them to soak out and spend more money. And now it's limiting. It's cute at first, but to me it's limiting in terms of what's next. So I try to stay away from a lot of color sets on people. And if I do a color set, they just insist on it. I warn them, like, just think about this now before I put this on here, because you come to me next time to watch, you want some lime yellow, this green acrylic gonna bleed through. Unless you want me to put a million coats on there, and even as it cures, it's still going to be weird. Like the yellow you see in a bottle, it's not going to show up the same because you have a green base up under here, or a red base up under this yellow neon polish you're trying to put on top of it for your filling, and it's going to change it, and it's going to have an orange hue. We got to think about that, the color theory portion of it. All of that matters. That's where our professional skill set comes in, and this is the part that people are skipping over. Understanding color, that's nothing, color theory. Where's my color chart? It's probably in there with my makeup. Color theory. A lot of people don't even understand color theory. Take time. Take time to know this stuff. Okay. Thanks. I knew it was D&D and how to stop other from running. I don't know. DNC. Oh, yes, I tried that. I ordered Young Nails a few days ago and I received it yesterday. I was using me a secret. I figured I'd step outside the box and try a different brand. I love it so far. Yeah, people using Mia Secrets, but I've been reading some bad things about Mia Secrets. I think it's like whatever works best for you, and that's what I talk about in the class. Like, there is no one system that I'm going to say, this is the only system, because I use Easy Flow, which nobody ever talks about, and I still use Easy Flow. because it's perfect to me. It's not slow setting or fast setting. I keep saying I'm putting it up on the site. It's not slow setting or fast setting. It's perfect to me. Old school. I still use me a secret, you know. But it's whatever works for you. You got to find the right brush and the right acrylic system that feels good to you. See? See, young nails a little runny for me, but I can work with it. I can work with anything, but I'm saying like it's a little runny for me. Um, I lay fast, so I don't have time. What? But what if you put the clear first, then put the color? You should be able to foul it off, right? Who gonna be doing all that? I don't have time to do all that. I be booked. I don't have time to be doing all that. Hold on. I'm gonna address that because I got it. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Hold on. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. I'm a bum. I know. Okay. So I'm gonna address that one right there. I know. I know. Now let's be clear. I know what to do. I know you're not saying I don't. I'm just saying I know what to do. I know what can be done. But if once you become a real full time, I do this 6, 7 days a week nail tech. You do not have time to be sitting up there doing that. That's too much work. If a person is coming in for a fill-in, you should not be doing all that on a fill-in. A fill-in is a fill-in. I just told you all about a rebalance, but I can do that real quick because I just know how to angle my drill. See, if on a rebalance, it's all about drill angles and having a good light flow. So I know how to angle my drill to go because I know how to float my acrylic, and then I can balance it out with hitting it at the right angles to balance out what I did with the brush and the acrylic. Now, when you start talking about color acrylic and you coming in for a fill-in, and I got to sit here and drill off all that color, that ain't no fill-in to me. When I'm done, I'm going to be charging you for a full set because the time is money. Time is money. That person was out there doing an hour 25 with designs. That is a lot of work to be sitting there drilling off all that color. Who has time to be doing? I don't have time to be drilling off all that color acrylic. Do you? Oh my God. Could you imagine? I got 6, 7 people that I got to sit there and drill down all the color and relay it. You really just doing full sets all day. And you, to me, you're cheating yourself because you're doing way too much work for way too little money. I am not fooling with all that. So, Nails by Kimberly, what if you put the clear first and you put the color, you should be able to file it off. Sounds real easy, but that's a lot of work. It's not as easy. Go ahead and build a clientele around that, and you're going to get quickly tired of all of that. And maybe you've gotten yourself used to that, but I'm going to tell you, you're overworking yourself. That color, I stay away from it. I suggest don't put your whole clientele in no color acrylic. Don't do that. Only way I tell you to put a person in color acrylic is if you have a clientele that wears just color acrylic. Like if you have older clients who wear like just red polish or a certain pink that she just absolutely love. If you can find a color like that in a color acrylic, go ahead and suggest the acrylic, because then now I do know a few nail techs, they're like Hispanic girls, and that's smart because they're like, I have clients, this is the only color they wear, and that's a fast fill-in because you're just filling in the top and buffing down and putting clear on it. You don't have to deal with polishing. But if you're doing it for design purposes and you build a clientele with all this color acrylic designs, you're going to be spending a lot of money, a lot of time on people. You get it? And if you're going to do that, you need to be making sure that you charging correctly. Because if you're doing all that fouling, that's too much fouling. A refill is just really a refill. You're supposed to really only supposed to be dealing up here. You're doing all that fouling before you even get to laying more acrylic, honey. You need to be charging in the dough $60, $70 just for the fill to me. Because that's doing a full set to me. That's just me. That's too much. That's just me though. I could be wrong. This is just the way I look at it, y'all. This is just my inner thoughts. They could be wrong to y'all. Man, in school they literally went over 2 paragraphs of color theory, didn't go into detail at all. You just have to go buy you a color wheel. You could buy one in Michael's or any of the craft stores and just look at it. It'll help give you some good color combinations too. When you're trying to be creative one day and you got a little time on your hands, you can be creative. Because I don't know if you know this, but somebody tell me, what's the perfect opposite of the color blue? Could somebody tell me what's the perfect opposite on the color wheel of the color blue? I started out using Easy Flow, but it's too strong for me. That's why I say everybody has to find out what's good for them, you know? Okay, Elizabeth says she was saying, what comes with your basic feel for real, for real? Basic feel, you're supposed to be removing that gel, zint, zint, zint. I do a 2-part removal process. So I soak all my drill bits. So when I'm doing gel, I do a quick once over with this bit to remove the bulk of, and this is, can you see? This is just a ceramic bit. And I get the bulk of the acrylic off with this. And then I'm going to go ahead and push. And I don't spend much time on that. See, I told y'all, I'll be people out the door. Out the door with designs I want to have by. And that's really pushing. It could be an hour if it's not, you know, a complicated design. But yeah. Then I'm going to push back the cuticle. I'm going to push back the cuticle. Then I'm going to take my cuticle drill bit. And I go over in the cuticle a little bit more and drill within the nail a little bit more. It's like a little mini manicure. Then I take my fine and I go around and around and around, and then I go over real quick to get the remainder of the gel off. See, I don't spend too much time. I always keep it moving. That's the key to being fast on sets and getting your $400, $500, $600 days. Don't spend too much time on one thing. You knock a chunk of it out, you keep it moving. If there are other processes that you know you're going to be doing it later, like with the buffing, you're gonna be going over that nail with a drill 2-3 times throughout the process. Don't spend all your time trying to get it off at first. Get as much of it off as you can, and the rest of it will come off slowly. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drill around here with this. This is a fine. You could use fine or a medium. Then I'm going to wipe them down with alcohol, fill them in, and then I'm going to go ahead and get that shape back in, and I'm going back over it again. See what I'm saying? I done went over their hands pretty much 3 times with the drill. So why would I spend too much time trying to get everything off with that first time? I still got 2 more times to pick up the dust, the stuff that shouldn't be there, the residue. You got to wrap your mind around doing nails a little bit differently. I have to stay on schedule. If I got 6, 7 people in a day, man, I got to be on point. Like, that person needs to be walking out the door because I got to clean up and get ready for the next person. I do not play. I do not have people waiting. I do not play at all. At all. It's got to be real strategic. Okay. I charge $50 basic for color 5. More per color and so on. Elizabeth and Chrissy said orange. That's correct. Orange is the complementary color to blue on the color wheel. That's correct. Orange and blue. Chicago Bears, their color is orange and blue. Color theory. And nobody ever does orange and blue sets. But actually, according to color theory, orange and blue are very complementary to each other. So, yeah. I'm not going to say anything is necessarily wrong with the way anyone does anything because everybody got their own way. But I want people to have an understanding of what they're doing and why they're doing it. Does it make sense? Is it making money for you? Are you losing money doing it the way you're doing it? Is it making you money? If it's taking extra time out your books and you're not charging more, you're losing money. More time, more money. More time, more money. If you're doing a fill-in and you sitting down drilling down all that color, you're adding on way more time to your fill-in. So you should be charging way more because you are able to fit in less people per day because you're spending so much time on this tedious fill-in. I don't get into those type of people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even want those type of clients. And people really think they be hurting my feelings when they be telling me. I had a girl try to tell me not too long ago what somebody else did. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't do that. I don't. They just look at me because people be wanting you to be pressed. I ain't pressed. I ain't pressed for your money. I ain't pressed for nobody money. Because I'm good at what I do. And if you come or not, I'm just going to replace you with somebody else or 3, 4 other people. And it's going to keep going because I'm only looking for the people who are a good fit. I'm not about to keep metamorphosizing into who you want me to be. I had one girl talking about this stuff, and well, they do it at this shop that I said, I don't do that though. And I just kept straight face like, I don't do that. I said most of my clients more conservative. You know, that's pretty much what I do. What you see on my social media is pretty much what I do. I ain't getting smart with them or nothing. It just is what it is. I'm not metamorphosizing myself. I'm not trying to bend and flex to please every damn body. It's thousands of people out here. You gonna find somebody else that can give you what you want. Cause I'm gonna keep going too. Who is this? Another person trying to get in. I can't talk about it right now. Okay. I'm gonna find you go find who's a good fit for you, and I'm gonna keep finding people's a good fit for me. Any relationship with a man, a woman, whoever it is you want to be with. Don't be changing and flipping up too much to be with nobody. That just ain't the person for you. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No feeling, no hard feelings, no attitude. We ain't gotta argue. You know, we ain't gotta do none of that to each other. It's just not a good fit. It's just not a good fit. Simple. I'm gonna do the best I can for you today. If you don't like it or if it's not enough for you, I hope you find somebody that's giving you what you're looking for. I had somebody that left and she got all nasty, and the nastiest she got with me, I got calmer with her because I was like, I can't satisfy you. And I do have clients I can't satisfy here or there. And I'll just simply say, I don't feel like I can satisfy you. You're going to have to find somebody that's giving you what you're looking for. I done did all I can do. They want to argue and start cussing and stuff. And I'll just be like, well, again, I tried, but you know, I'm not able to make you happy. So I'm not mad or anything, but I just hope you found what you're looking for. And they be really wanting me to argue with them. I'm like, I'm not bothered. I'm just not bothered. I just don't care. Like, it is what it is. You're not about to make me feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel less of a technician. I'm just not the person you're looking for. I don't do the designs you were looking for. Maybe you should keep hashtagging and finding the person. You probably need a younger girl on this side of town or whatever. I'm not her. She is not me and I'm not her. And matter of fact, they forget that go 2 ways. You're not the client I'm looking for. I'm not looking for people like you. But if I said that to you, you'd be ready to punch me, right? We're going to be fighting, but I'm just saying, I'm too old for that. So I just let them talk. But they just act like, just like you ain't feeling me, I'm not feeling you either. See, they forget that it goes both ways. I don't care. Because every client I don't be feeling. Okay? Some clients I'll be like, no, please don't come back. Please don't. And some people I book. Block. Don't come back. You're too much. You're too picky. You're too this. You're too cheap. You're too this. You're too that. It goes both ways. But I never show it, though. I keep it. Well, I hope you're fine. I tried to satisfy you, but if you're not satisfied, you know, I did the best I can do. So thank you so much for giving me a try anyway. When I do like that, they don't know how to act because they want me to start arguing with it. They want me to say something smart. I just be like, I tried. But I tried. But it's, you know, that's the best I can do. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of that. These people, I got some people right now, they think they hurting me because they don't come right now. A few people because they in their feelings about whatever. And I'll be like, okay, I'm still booked. If you book with me right now, you can't get in until May. And that is the truth. It may be 1 or 2 before May 3rd or May 2nd. But right now, you can't get in until May with me. You never hurt me. You never hurt me because I'm a businesswoman. I'm always marketing. And because all the people that I do satisfy, they're constantly marketing for me too. And that's what I want you guys to get into. Get into it. Get into your business. Get into your knowledge. Get into your skill. Because the people that like you, they will help you market to a point where you ain't even got to worry about it. So when somebody give you a problem or try to make you feel like you're not doing a good job, you have so many people on your books that let you know they love everything you do, and they're your advocates. You never will have to worry. Okay, and then I'm gonna get off soon because I need to eat something. Color acrylic is a permanent set. Let clients know that up front. Exactly. If they want a different color, they will have to be polished over the color acrylic. And that can bleed. That can bleed. That can bleed. And then they want to sit there like everybody's going to start choosing neon yellow right now. I promise you. And that's going to bleed. And I don't care how many coats of neon yellow you put over that color acrylic set, it's going to bleed. It's going to show through. You better be upfront with people and tell them, because you can only put so many coats of gel polish before it starts like a big clumpy mess. Go good. I had my first unsatisfied. Yeah. Oh, it happens to me too. Now, what I was talking about in this video, she was unsatisfied with the other girl, but I have people that be unsatisfied with me here and there. I used to let it bother me, but really I'll just be like, let me hurry and get this over with so I can get to the next person. Because I am overly blessed and overflow. So I don't worry about it. If I ain't did nothing wrong, I'm going to try to fix it if it's my fault. If it's not my fault, you're going to have to pay for me to fix it. And if we don't agree on who should be paying, I will sometimes break down and be like, let me just fix it anyway, whatever. Even though this is not my fault, I'll go ahead and fix it. But if they keep doing that, I'll be like, I will tell the person, look, I don't feel like I can satisfy you. I think you're going to have to find somebody who can give you what you're looking for, because I've tried. I don't think I can satisfy you. And it's not a good fit. And I tell the person too, you're starting to stress me out and give me anxiety. And I just cannot give you what you're looking for. Because sometimes them annoying ass people who always got something to say, always got a complaint, it's always that one person. They just think it's everybody. No, it's just you. It's you're the only one. So it's them. It ain't you, it's them. I will tell them at a certain point, you're giving me anxiety and I cannot satisfy you. I need you to find somebody else because I cannot satisfy you and you stressing me out. I said just like, now I will say it just like that. After so many times, yes, I will. Client yesterday, you made this live for me. You made this live for me. God's good and got me not wanting to work, but I'm not going to stop. Her energy was so, Yep. Oh, I get them. I get them. And I could tell when clients going to give me a problem. Even though they weren't a problem that day, I could tell you what client's going to come back and be a problem. When I say that, I'm talking about those people who come back and they'll find something, like send you a picture like this. They'll send you a picture like this. You see that? It's a crack right there. You see that right there? It's a crack right there. It's chipped right there. I'm telling you, I could pick them out now after so many years. I swear to God, they will send you pictures that close up, and it'd be so micro fine. You be like, you gotta like zoom in a picture to see what the hell they talking about. It'd be like the slightest corner. And you know what I will say to a person too? You know they just nails, right? But people, let me tell you something. Hold on. For real. The more a person pay, them type of people, they assume because they paid a lot of money, they paid $75, $80 for a set, they feel like it should be indestructible. You can give a person the exact set they asked for, the exact freaking set they asked for, but they forget that they paid for the skill, the expertise, and the time it took. They psychologically, you all know I talk about psychology. Psychologically, they look at it as they're indestructible versus this is intricate. This is intricate, delicate work. They don't equate a big bill to that. They equate a big bill to these better last forever. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And so sometimes what you got to do is say, you know, they just nails, right? You got stones and crystals and all this stuff. This may be too long for your lifestyle, or you still have to be delicate with them. A lot of people think because they pay a lot of money, they supposed to last forever. Or they can't a stone come off. Dude, if you got this intricate design with all these fancy crystals and stuff from off Instagram or Pinterest, just because you pay a lot of money for them do not mean that you can go back to beating up your kids and fighting with your boyfriend and lifting all this mail and boxes in the warehouse. I don't care if you paid $300 for them. Certain sets require you to be a certain level of careful, client. Certain sets require you to be a certain level of mindful. I don't care how much you pay for them. You got a delicate set with some stones and crystals and all this stuff. You cannot be, you know, just doing all this and fighting and tussling and moving furniture and stuff. Yeah, they're gonna break. I don't care how much you pay for them. They're just nails. You didn't pay for bricks. You paid for a design. You paid for my time, my expertise. They get that twisted. And those type of people, I ain't gonna go back and forth with you because you're not gonna be sitting up in my chair every other day replacing something. Clearly, your lifestyle does not allow you to have this sort of stuff on you. You cannot wear this because your lifestyle does not allow. It ain't my work. It's your lifestyle. They're too long for your lifestyle. It's too much for your lifestyle. You know, you're way too active for the type of nails you want to wear. Okay? You work in a goddamn on warehouse at Amazon in the fucking electronics department. Don't come over here asking for no 5-inch nails with crystals on every. Your lifestyle does not allow that. You have 5 kids. You work in a damn warehouse. You drive Uber on the weekends. You're doing all this. You're in the middle of moving into a house. Your fancy $200 set is going to break down quick as hell. It don't matter how much gel I put on there. But for some reason, when they spend that much, they think that they paying for indestructibility. I didn't put a fortress of cement over there. It's just nails. It's just nails. And that's my sole thing I say when they start coming to me. I be like, you know it's just nails, right? It's just nails. You probably need to cut them down. They're too long. Sound like, what you say you do? You work for UPS? You work at Amazon? I think your nails too long. Huh? No, they're not. They're too long. You need to cut them down. And guess what? People that actually let me cut them down, they come back in a month or so, nails still intact. I said, I told you it was too long. You do too much right now to wear those type of nails. Those type of designs and all that stuff, you have to be lightweight with them. Shut up. Girl, shut up. Pour me some more wine. Okay, I'm just telling you. They're like, shut up. I ain't scared to speak up, though. Okay. Just saying, y'all. Y'all got me on another rant. Right? Expecting them to look one day new on day 37 of living a hard knock life. Exactly. Because they spent $100. Yeah, that took me 2.5 hours to do. Yeah. And 1,000 crystals and all this stuff and hard gel and curing forever. That's what you paid for. You didn't pay for indestructibility. Psychologically, they get that twisted. That is so twisted for so many people. Tell it, laughing out loud, you a trip. Laugh. I'm just saying, y'all got me on these rants. But the truth of the matter is, I need to eat some food. If you need a liquid, I know a lot of people are looking. Mia's Secret is not shipping. I will be checking with them. Mia's Secret is not shipping right now. I tried. I spoke with them directly. They are not shipping. They shut their warehouse down. So I do have liquid available. The class is available. It's available to purchase. Okay, but I still haven't officially announced it. It's not uploaded yet. It's taking me forever to upload it. I'm gonna do some more tonight. And yeah, you guys, learn how to lay acrylic. That's what this class is for. It's called Great Acrylic Every Time. Great acrylic every time. Understanding what we're doing with this acrylic. Every time I go to teach somebody, even that big class that I had, everybody was stabbing the acrylic. They was just doing something. I could tell there was no method to the madness. If you can learn acrylic, you never have to learn a design ever in your life. If you know how to lay great acrylic and you master acrylic, you never even have to do designs. You can make a lot of money just laying acrylic. Just acrylic and polish. You can build a whole clientele off of that and have a great clientele of attorneys, because I have those too. Attorney, you know, my clients are nurses, but I got a couple attorneys. I have professional people. I have postal workers. I just recently got like a lot of TSA, airline people, nurses, and educational professionals and stuff like that. They don't want all them designs. They just want good, neat work that's gonna last. So I'm saying to you guys, learn this part, because no matter what happens trend wise, you will always have a skill that will take you throughout time, decade after decade. Great acrylic will take you through time. That's it. And it's just like hair. It's not going to look the same after 2-3 weeks of wear like it did on day one. Exactly. But they expect that out of nails if they pay a lot. And it's like, yeah, stone could pop off. If you hit it in the door, or you hit it up against something, you threw something at your child or whatever, you wrestling your child to get them dressed and put on Tonka truck boots or whatever. I don't know what y'all do with them kids, but I'm just saying that the stones could pop off, okay? My stones don't normally pop off, but I'm saying, like, when a person tries to complain about it, I'm like, normally they don't. So if they do, the nails you picked are probably not for you. But I'll fix it. But don't think you about to come keep fix, because see, people stretch that shit out and keep getting in your chair and be trying to stretch a set forever and have you doing repairs and have you thinking it's your fault. And they really trying to stretch it because they spent that money and it really wasn't in their budget. For real. It really wasn't in their budget. So they'll try to stretch the set out. And I used to be nice, you guys. Oh my God. This some green stuff right here. I used to be nice. And when I would repair a person's nails, I would sit there and refresh the whole set. Stop doing that. If you're doing a repair for a person, especially a complimentary repair, just do the repair and be like, okay, you're done. Okay, I got somebody else coming, so let me get you up on out of here. Because if you start doing a refresh and giving them extra fresh top coat over all of them, they will take advantage of that. And before you know it, this person has been in your chair 2 or 3 times between each appointment because you done help them stretch their appointment out. Be woke. Be woke, because they will definitely try it. I want to be a foundational nail technician. Yes. Because if you master acrylic and understand, find you a system and a brush or two that's good for you, like my same brush, 7 years, 8 years, and you got some good acrylic that you know, like the back of your hand, you don't even have to think, you could just lay it. Like I can lay a full, I can do a filling and just lay that in like 8 minutes. Like just lay the filling in. And a full set maybe like 18 minutes or so, like that. Once you get to that point, especially with the overlays and things, you can have a whole clientele on there. And then you could just be placing a stone here. They'd be like, oh my God, I love it. And you'll be making just as much as that girl who sat there and did all them damn designs and all this color acrylic and all this stuff. You'd be done made just as much as her. But you'd be done did 2 people in the time it took her to do 1 and made the same amount of money. You ain't gotta believe me. I'm just an old little lady that don't know what I'm talking about. So, okay, I gotta eat and I gotta meditate. I'll catch you all in the next video. Be ready to discuss the case study. I'm sorry. And if you want to purchase the great acrylic every time, it's coming. I'm uploading all the different segments now. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.